Motorsport TV Live, brought to you by Motorsport Tickets, the dedicated motorsport experiences provider.
Hello and welcome to Motorsport TV Live. I'm Rachel Downey, bringing you all the latest motorsport news. Eduardo Mortara tops the timesheets on the day of pre-season testing in Valencia. Two former F1 champions wax lyrical about the departing Kimi Raikkonen, and MotoGP world champion Fabio Quartararo explains why his Yamaha bike still isn't the best on the grid. All those stories and more coming up here on Motorsport TV Live. Formula E's 2021 championship runner-up Eduardo Mortara guided his Mercedes-powered Venturi racing car to the top of the times on the final day of pre-season testing in Valencia. Mortara finished just 7 points shy of champion Nick de Vries last term, shot to the top of the leaderboard just past the halfway point of the 6-hour session. That meant he ended the day 400ths clear of next fastest driver Jean-Eric Vergne, and was also almost a second quicker than the best times from days 1 and 2. The Works Mercedes of Stoffel van Dorn ran to third, while Jaguar Racing's Kiwi Charge Mitch Evans beat Porsche racer Pascal Wehrlein to fourth place. A couple of red flags did interrupt things for a time though. The first coming when Andretti Autosport's Oliver Askew went into the gravel after just 15 minutes, and that was then followed by Sergio Setti Camara's Dragon Penske Autosport coming to a halt at turn 7. Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso believe an outstanding Kimi Raikkonen will not only be missed as a Formula 1 driver, but also as a person. Alonso and Vettel have 6 Formula 1 world titles between them and have been speaking about the 2007 champion leaving the sport at the end of the year. Vettel was Raikkonen's teammate at the Ferrari from 2015 to 2018, and full-time champion is one of the few drivers the Finn considers his friend, praising the fact that he's remained the same over the years. Alonso was Raikkonen's teammate before Vettel, and despite being labelled as the Iceman for his cold demeanour on the track, Alonso says that's not the case when they've met away from the circuit. Raikkonen has 2 races to go still in his Formula 1 career, with Alfa Romeo before being replaced by another Finn, Valtteri Bottas, for 2022. This weekend's inaugural Saudi Arabian Grand Prix promised to be a special occasion, not least because the F1 driver's title could be decided there this weekend if results go Max Verstappen's way. It will also have special significance for race ambassador and Saudi racing driver Reema Juffali. She's already had the opportunity to drive around the track in Jeddah and spoke to me a short time ago about what this whole occasion means to her and her country.
First of all, I'm very honored and blessed to be in the position that I am today, to be recognized, for my racing accolades, if you like, or for only doing it for such a short period of time. I think, having that support from my government and my fellow Saudis is one of the reasons why I continue to race today. And I really hope that I can inspire others to, pursue their passions in any sort of field. And in particular, of course, I'd love to get other Saudis to race on track and support them, and hopefully in the future see them, racing on the international stage at, like such as Formula 1, Formula E, all the different events. And I can feel that already, people asking me, wanting to know how they can start. So it's happening, and I think it's only a matter of years where we're going to see Saudis, or more Saudis, if you like, in the racing scene.
Well, let's look at this weekend again. What's the track like to race around, especially in a Williams F1 car?
The track, so I had a bit of a lap around the track, and I just very impressed by how fast it is. There's quite a few blind corners, so it's pretty much flat other than a few braking zones. And, it is wide, but it's still a street circuit. So the walls just feel like they're coming closer and closer at you. I've only felt this in the simulator, but seeing it in person, it doesn't do it justice. I mean, unless you're in the car behind the wheel, then you realize the magnitude of driving. Average lap speed in an F1 car, I think, is like 250 kilometers per hour. So I can't imagine how that feels.
Reema Juffali speaking to me earlier on there. Now, don't go anywhere. We've lots more from the world of motorsport, including news of a bumper grid plan for British touring cars in 2022. That's coming up here on Motorsport TV Live. Lots to look forward to there from the hugely exciting Super Enduro World Championship. And as luck would have it, you can catch the opening round of this season live on Motorsport TV. It all takes place in Poland this Saturday, with the action beginning at 5 p.m. GMT. And on the subject of bikes, 2009 World Superbike champion Ben Spies has backed fellow American Garrett Gerloff to bounce back from a tough 2021 campaign next year and start winning races. Gerloff finished 7th in what turned into a frustrating second season with the GRT Yamaha, but still managed to be the top independent rider, scoring 2 podium finishes early on in the campaign. He struggled, though, after a clash with eventual champion Toprak Razgatlioglu in July, though, and Spies said he could feel his compatriots' frustration. However, he feels that if Gerloff can put those nervy performances behind him, then Spies is predicting an overall finish inside the top 4 next season and even a couple of wins. Reigning MotoGP world champion Fabio Quartararo says Yamaha can have the best bike on the grid if the YZR M1 had more horsepower. He made history in 2021 by becoming the first Frenchman to win the series with 5 wins and 4 other podiums across the season. But the bike still lacked horsepower, with Yamaha unable to develop its engine in 2021 owing to a development freeze forced by the pandemic. Since his title victory, Quartararo has been asked if he felt he had the best bike on the grid, and given their horsepower shortcomings, he said he'd have to say no. Quartararo was left unhappy after November's post-season test at Jerez, given a lack of progress from Yamaha, and said he wouldn't sign anything for 2023 until he's seen what the team brings to the Sepang pre-season test in February. Now, 3 of the British Touring Car Championship's leading teams have today announced expanded lineups for 2022, meaning the grid will increase to a maximum of 32 cars. Official Toyota team Speedworks Motorsport plus Honda Squad's Team Dynamics and BTC Racing have each been loaned an additional entrance licence for 1 year by the series organiser. The extra licences mean that Speedworks and Team Dynamics can now field 3 entrants apiece, with BTC able to have as many as 4. Series boss Alan Gow has spoken of his desire to trim the bumper fields in the BTCC, but admits that he has been scuppered for now after a vote by the teams last month. That's all for now. I'm Rachel Downey. Join us again here on Motorsport TV Live for all of the latest news from the world of motorsport. Bye for now.